All right, back to apparition. Yay!
Back in time and eternity. Apparition the town.
Oh, you have the second one already?
Let's see.
Things are going
Oh,
Yes, I'm
you
just
opened
awesome
up
like
one.
That, my kimono.
Oh, you opened up one? Yeah, we need you to open up another. Okay,
So,
click.
Thinking, do you guys really need the
You see,
something
Joe,
for
but
it?
like we need to
So,
pad the game out as
didn't even
much
let
as we
us in.
can. Like
Okay.
every little bit
frankly,
counts.
yes, we do.
Okay, I get what
Not
they're...
just that, they're using these beats to foreshadow the fact that Makimona's entire motivation is gonna be motivated because of what our heroes are doing. It's kind of like what happened in the previous two time cycles.
Okay, don't get me wrong. I get what you're trying to do. Give some character development here and there. But the bulk of Makimona's character development, I'm sorry, comes after the inevitable boss fight.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't even have a guy.
Ooh.
Way to be subtle, Zach.
You know,
Yeah, seriously.
And he has hit the home run. He has hit the first base of insensitivity. He has hit the second base of complete moronicness. And he crossed the third base of insensitivity right into the home stretch. I cannot believe this, folks. It's a complete home run of tone deafery out here.
You open up the next gate.
gee, let me see. I know that this bitch is gonna attack us in the future and try to kill us. So I'm going to be rude and unpleasant to her.
Antagonizing her, yeah.
That's clearly the right thing to do. in
Okay,
this
okay,
situation.
look, I get it. You know, you're being blunt with her, but considering how, you know, she will later go on to be all psychopathic and murdery, maybe I might want to go for a more subtle approach. Just saying.
Unfortunately, Jova, that would require our characters to have functioning brains, which they do not.
Oh yeah, you're right. We swatched. Oh yeah, you're right. We switched Toki out with Towa, so we have a dumb one right now.
I'm pretty sure Toki would have basically
Not,
said
not,
the
not,
same thing.
not that Toki is exactly a genius, mind you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, between her and Towa, I'm convinced Toki's the smart one.
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right. Yay.
So what
Burrows.
anonymous voice actor we're getting for this Guardian?
We're getting a female one this time.
Alright, let's see if I can recognize her.
Smurfette policy, after all.
Yeah.
Even though they all look like spaghetti monster.
And for this one,
Not
it's
all
not
of them.
and for this one, it's not even a proper dungeon. Like, it's just... well, okay, technically, kind of... Never mind, yeah, I forgot about the other part. Alright, she's right there, so let's go talk to her.
Tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, I never get tired of seeing this animation.
That's good, Towa. Run in front of the green screen. We'll have it looking like a masterpiece by the time the stand pictures out.
Actually, she looks more like she's running into it. Eventually, she'll hit it and break
On
it.
a conveyor belt.
Yeah, I was about to say, maybe she's on a tapirulan, so...
Seriously.
I really do
couldn't
wonder.
you,
I mean, I get.
hand draw the backgrounds too to make this less jarring.
I do wonder if the drawing in the background would have actually had made it actually
Oh,
more
guys,
jarring.
look, shading! It's so immersive looking.
Yeah, too bad everyone looks like they're in the fucking dark. Someone turn on the lights.
There's a big pillar right next to them that's causing the shadow there.
God, I feel like I've heard this voice actor somewhere.
Hold on.
Way back in the day, I let one of your ancestors borrow something borrowed, and she never returned it to me.
It sounds a bit like Tara Platt.
Someone does that.
And she's famous for doing the PE roles here and there.
Snaking.
It just means to steal
Then-
something.
I've
Thank
never
you.
heard that expression outside of this
Doesn't
game,
sound
but
good.
whatever.
If you really mean that, then return something borrowed that your ancestor snaked from me.
Snake.
Oh, snaked is a term for steal.
But where
I
would we
get
start
that.
looking for
I'm
it?
guessing it's because the snake is usually associated with bad and evil in mythology. I guess.
Yeah.
Deception and stealthiness, I guess.
There, then.
Yeah,
Well then, let's get going.
Goes like with the term snake oil and all that.
that's snakist.
Oh, I see you were appreciating the shading there for a bit.
No, I was just kind of. I honestly, Joe, at this point in the recording process, my brain is kind of half asleep. So.
Is
You
it
have to
because it
understand.
knows what's coming next, or because it's just so bored with going through these
So
quests?
where are we supposed to get the snaked item?
Oh, you're gonna love this, Theo.
Remember, Tosh, she said that there's someone from the royal family, one of her ancestors stole it, so maybe somewhere in the palace, maybe.
Alright.
Wow, we may actually get to see the inside of a building that's not our tea room.
Yeah,
Nope,
probably
nope,
not.
Instead, it's in the royal crypt.
But of course.
Kamsa Forest. But yeah, that's another interesting thing about Kamsa Forest. Let's check this out here. There you go. It's the first dungeon. So basically, I kind of, gee, silly me. I thought maybe I should go to the palace, but no. All right, fine. Then where do you want me to go, game? Main Street, Church Square. Let's see.
I guess graveyards tend to be around churches.
You know, it's a good job. You can skip the bit where your cursor goes to a place, because otherwise it would turn into the Where's Wally NES game where it takes forever to get to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Crypt. You gotta be somewhere in the kingdom. I
So let's
guess
see,
outside
where could this
the capital.
Well, golly gee, where could this crypt be?
I
Is
do
there a
wonder.
operation?
And keep in mind, there you go, see, it's right there. Keep in mind, the game never told me I'm supposed to go to Royal Crypt. It just told me an ancestor of mine stole it. It's the only clue you're given. So obviously, you have to go to the Royal Crypt, which is not near the palace. It's somewhere in the distant other
Doesn't-
continent.
I don't know,
Doesn't-
Pedro. For some
right?
reason, the Royal
Doesn't
Crypt.
going over with the cursor on one of the points on the map highlights icon that represent where to go for the main quest?
It does? Where?
Well,
I never see it.
that was my question. Those tiny colored icons that pop up near one of the dungeons.
No, that's the thing too. The only way to know where to go specifically is to pay attention to the dialogue.
No, whatever. That's not what I meant.
If you mean like the description saying go, you're like it just
No,
says go.
no. Literally, like it's similar to how, similar to say in an MMO where different type of quests are highlighted with a small icon, but it's colored differently depending on what you need to do. Meaning that you don't get distracted between each type. But you need to do like a main one is red,
that.
another one is blue, stuff like that.
Yes. In the quest screen, they separate main quest and sub quest. That's not the issue. The issue is
That's what I mean. Like, I got the idea that on the war map,
The Royal Crypt
when you go with the cursor on one of the dots that are in, if there is nothing, that means that there is currently nothing on the dungeon. Like say in the island of Kamsa, where you go to say Church Square, there was nothing near them. But when you highlighted the Royal Crypt, there were like three particular icons: one blue, one red, and another
I love
one.
Oh, that.
I love
yeah.
how
It's very
I love how
nice,
Drake
Toa.
I love how Drake just ran into a
Once
pole
we're married and
earlier.
all settled
Those icons just mean what's actually inside the dungeon too, like exclamation point for main story stuff and blue stuff
That's
for
actually
side
what I
stuff.
meant. Then in that case, just not highlighting, but passing over with the cursor on the map will tell you eventually where to go.
That's fine too. I just wish it wouldn't be so trial and error about it. Just tell me already from the beginning where to go.
It's actually more easy than usual trial. A trial and error will literally be having you to go into each dungeon and see for yourself.
No, what I mean, no, that's not what I mean. What I mean, Teo, is I have to pick every icon in the world map until I find the one that has the exclamation point in it. That's my problem.
Considering not that much big it is, I don't think it takes more than a minute.
Well, I don't like when games waste my time, even if it's just a minute.
I can agree with Tio. There are worse things to complain about. Ah, my hair's blowing all in my face.
Like, I've seen way worse of where the fuck do I go type of games.
Clearly, the wind is blowing her hair so much. I mean, look
Yeah,
at that.
I'm fine now. Thank you.
Fortunately, the budget didn't allow for us to show the wind blowing up my hair.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, to imagine.
First we can't see a tree, and then we can't see the wind.
Yeah, maybe I should shake things up and change my hairstyle. Oh my god, a new hairstyle, but the budget!
Unfortunately, no. Some girls usually reserve that for after they get dumped. What? What the fuck is this?
Excuse what?
I
Oh,
thought the
that's not the
stereotype
case
was
for
maybe
me.
we're eating those 3
Unless you
kilograms
just wanna dump me right
of
now.
ice cream.
Okay.
Besides, that's not the only reason a girl might want to change her hair. See, Toki's the smart one of the two.
Like,
Just go on and read.
so are you serious about changing your hairstyle?
Well, other than a ponytail, what kind of style do you think would suit me? Afro.
Pixie
No.
cut?
I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I think like the traditional, just
Mohawk?
you know. No, not.
Definitely not.
I think the traditional, you know, just let your
Oh,
hair.
how about a side
fall
braid?
naturally would work out
Pigtails?
fine.
Maybe just a straight
Yeah, I was about
down.
to suggest actually that considering the long hair and the shoes as a gun, maybe a pigtail's kind of like Tomoe Mami from Madoka.
Maybe.
Maybe I should wear a pair of glasses along with it.
Yes, sure. We'll go for the the nerdy girl stereotype fetish.
Well, it is a fetish for quite a lot of people. Sounds like the kind of guy I wouldn't want to
Joe?
grow up next to.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Pedro?
Pero?
So, sorry. Would pigtails double your combat strength?
Why
what?
would adding another tail affect that?
I don't
Confidence?
game?
I mean, there are
Start-
there are surprisingly some games that do have your different hairstyles affect your stats. Weirdly
Yeah, but this
enough.
game doesn't have that. Like, it's just start making sense, game. Like,
Maybe
bummer.
they're making a reference to that? Devilish girl? That's not really me.
a straight down look would give you that classic princess look for sure. Yeah, I agree. That actually, if like that would look fine, I would argue.
Yep, you're right about that.
You know, this conversation is not really interesting. Just saying.
Sometimes I do wear it down when I make public appearances. Why am I still
Alright.
talking?
That you're talking about yourself or the game, Toki? Because I kind of wish the game would stop talking.
No, my mouth was moving still.
There's an air to you.
Is that really a good thing? I love how their mouths constantly move beyond what the word text would say. Like, I get it, but it's weird.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, just give me a moment. Alright, sure, we can change it up based on whatever situation you're in.
What if I just cut it really short?
I mean, it works for a Rapunzel, why not?
But you have such long, gorgeous hair now. Would you really just chop it off?
Believe me, it's less traumatic or, cathartic as it sounds.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that what changing your hairstyle is all about?
Even Tales of the Abyss have tried to make a big deal out of that.
But don't you see, Teo? It's metaphorical.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you
Everything
think
is a
so?
penis.
Then there's no reason not to cut it. Having long hair is so much work. She's not wrong.
Hold on.
It takes forever to dry when you wash it, and it's really just more trouble than it's worth. Do you need me to play Drake for you?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
So, I just thought it'd make things a lot easier if I had short hair.
Oh, I see.
So, what do you think about me with short hair?
I can see it working. I think it sounds great.
I don't want you to cut it. If you don't mind.
But
Dot. If it's dot, why was she moving her mouth?
I
she
know,
was even
right?
pouting for a second.
I know you like my ponytail.
Of course he does. You do?
Well, I had a feeling. I like it too, anyway. It's pretty easy to move around with.
Are you sure about that?
Although, I know you like it for different reasons.
Oh my.
What different reasons? Like,
But still, if there are other styles you like, you should let me know.
Unfortunately, honey, we cannot go with alternate outfits because we would have to draw those by hand, and that's not really affordable. So, no alternate outfits for you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Why?
Toki, Drake is that way.
Didn't you just say how much? Toki, I'm over here. Why are you looking away from me?
Jeez, you really don't get it, huh? I can't move!
Toki, why do you go where I can't follow?
My wrist hurts holding it like this. Help me!
Oh god, he's actually right. I can't bend my wrist like that. That's some Seto Kaiba pose right there.
If there's a hairstyle you want to see, then I want to show it to you. Aww, she'll do any hairstyle for him.
So.
Oh god, Drake, what was going on with you there?
I don't know.
It was just
Oh,
sorry.
So yeah, apparently hairstyles now count as character development, I guess.
I mean, you know, with how the couples interact about it, I could see it here and there.
As someone who's a big fan of casual slice of life talk, even I am a bit like okay, yes, casual talk and slice of life and all that stuff. I love that shit. However, you still need to have a subject matter that is like, for example, the one about how Toa gathered the courage to talk to her friends because of Drake. That's a far better subject matter to have in a slice of life casual conversation than just hairstyles. Even casual talk has its science to it.
Honestly, I could see a couple talking about one's hairstyle and whether or not they feel they should
isn't.
change it here and there.
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying there isn't. It's just that I don't find it to be particularly interesting. At least not from this script. Maybe a better writer could make it more interesting, but definitely not this one.
Doesn't that kind of go without saying at this point, though?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Good to know that we haven't seen what this something borrowed is.
Well, remember, Taylor, it's just it's a glowing pink ball. Remember, all items are like that.
But that fucking anime cutscene showed Makimona holding the objects.
I know, right? Like at the very least,
actually drawn models for those things.
It boggles the mind.
Anyway, well, remember, Taylor, that's from an animated FMV. We would have to draw sprites to show it again, and that's where.
I'm pretty sure you needed to have like concept arts of some kind, especially while planning both the cutscenes and the actual in-game model. I'm pretty sure it's not that far-fetched to say that it exists, something that. But then again, I don't even know if there is like an art book of this thing.
I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But
I'll mention something, but it's similar to that after we're done with the cutscene.
I find it more interesting to how Stuffing Borrow just happened to be right there in the royal gravestone. It was just lying there.
Well, Pedro, we didn't have the money to animate them opening a coffin, now did we?
I guess.
That wasn't even a coffin, it was just a block of stone, not even a proper mausoleum.
Maybe they grave dug it.
And so, I shall return.
Yes, they grave dug it off screen. Sorry, the.
You are worthy of something borrowed.
All right.
My something borrowed belongs to you now.
At least she didn't shit it on us.
Well, remember, Taylor, she already shit it out back in the day for the
Thanks a
ancestor.
bunch,
So.
Madam Burrow.
Just make sure to return it after the wedding. Don't you even think about snaking it.
Sure.
Figures.
You know, knowing what happens later, this is gonna be very awkward.
Promise we'll be back.
And fucking infuriating.
That's something number
Because again, the game is literally just wasting my time and taking pleasure in it. But whatever, I'll get to it.
Hey, that little fairy there is trying to tell you something.
Huh?
All right. So, oh, you again.
It's you again.
It says you have to head back and.
I don't even hear any sounds coming from it. It is one of the most quiet fairies ever.
It doesn't even have like a squeaking sound or something like
Let's get
that.
going.
Again, like I said, I can appreciate the idea of trying to depict a fair again, like in No Kuni, where they depict fairies in a non-cliche, stereotypical way. You know, instead of going for the cliche pixie winged look. I get that, but a bird sounds like it just feels like a weird choice to make it a bird.
I mean, again, maybe it's like Fairy Fence Rough where fairies can look like anything.
I guess it's just that again, there's zero world building in this game, so it's just everything goes, I guess.
It really is interesting how the problems with this sometimes feel like the anti-problems of Fairy Fence Rev. Fairy Fence Rev definitely did world build. Granted, it wasn't the best world, but it did world build. Whereas this game doesn't really world build.
It wouldn't be so much of a problem if the story was the characters were engaging, but they're not. I mean, I could forgive that if at least what they focused on was actually good, but no.
What is it then?
Oh no, is Timmy stuck in the well again?
What? She
No.
left us a note.
Oh no, Weddy's stuck in the well! Quick guys, we gotta go help her!
I'm going on a journey for a little
Leave her there.
Sure,
Oh,
she's the
Wendy.
best character out of these.
Yeah, arguably.
Okay, I
Can we
guess.
swap her with Rachel?
living in horror
I know, right?
which is said to be dark, scary.
Even better, Chick. Can we have Weddy's Golem kill
Dangerous
Rachel?
to wander in.
I don't think you guys like radio very
I'll
much.
be okay.
Nah,
What made
Dwibs.
you think that, Dwibs?
Please don't come looking for me.
I don't know.
Sweaty.
I mean, seriously, I think every time even someone mentions the word radio, a shiver goes down your spine.
No. Weeds are what go down,
We
apparently.
need to go find Weddy before we even think of getting the last of the something for.
You're right.
Alright
Off
then.
on a journey?
Well, at
Two
least
ball.
we did it. We did. Oh, I was about to mention when we didn't have that tea time conversation, but
Living in the horror
whatever.
world certainly isn't a very wetty thing to do.
Oh wow, Weddy's
Well,
getting
unfortunately-
tougher.
Terrified.
Unfortunately, we haven't actually fleshed out her character that much up until this point, so I don't really know what a Weddy thing to do would be.
No.
Well,
Whatever.
apparently a Weddy thing means to be clumsy or cowardly.
Jeez.
And that's basically it.
Trying to make
Again,
everyone
it's
my
it's the basic idea. Again, the same formulaic writing that Naoko Mizuno has, like give a one character trait per character.
Hope everything turns out okay.
All right, you'll be the nice one. You'll be the annoying one. You'll be the bitchy one. There you go. My characterization is
I might
good.
lunch. We should make time to eat it while we're traveling.
You
Huge
know,
fine meal.
I'm willing to bet that you could probably game the system and just get healing items from those lunches galore at this rate.
Mm-hmm.
Just come to the tea room enough times and bam!
You know, Namco Bandai, go ahead and re-release this game on Steam. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who would like to at the very least try this one.
Oh yeah!
Well, that will actually only give the positive of increasing the fan base, because that's a good segue, Pedro, considering also we're getting a dungeon. Guess what? In between parts, I took the liberty to do some research, for research's sake, of course, and I know that it should be, like, no real shocking at this point, especially considering more time has passed than anything, but in all this time, ever since the release of this game in what was it, 2012, there is virtually no safe for work content based on this game that I could find.
Really?
What? Sorry?
There's
No
no
porn.
nods for there's no nods.
No doujinshis, no fan art, no fan fictions, nothing.
Well, this
Wow.
game was a gigantic flop.
No, Pedro.
I get it, Pedro.
As in, there's
The
no
internet
point of it
kinda has a
whatsoever.
habit, internet kind of has a habit of doing far from anything, Rule 34 and all. I was flabbergasted there wasn't a single thing that I could find about
Not
this.
even an image.
Nope.
Apparently not.
So there you go. This game is so
even
terrible that
websites.
even the internet won't touch
Guess
it.
what? Even websites like Damboru usually are the image hosters for this kind of thing. Only have the official artworks of the character, the official release. So
Wow.
the bare minimum of cataloging.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Even the complete the complete people who don't have any life and have way too much time on their hands on the internet, who draw porn and everything, won't touch this game.
For
That's
reference
how
sake,
bad it is.
For reference sake, Blue's Clues has porn. Dora the Explorer has porn. SpongeBob SquarePants has porn.
Well, to be honest, Jova, you're going easy with
Okay. Let me go. Microsoft Office has porn of it.
Jova, the more you say stuff has porn, the more of my mind you're melting.
That's the thing, though. Those things have porn, but this, a game which is supposedly trying to be one of those
These
fan
is serving
service
things on a
kind of
silver
games.
platter of many things.
And yet, nope, not one single bit of porn. And heck, maybe not even any fan art at that.
Not even text fanfiction?
No,
Nope.
I was both of
Have you
fanfiction.
have you actually looked to verify this? That's what I want to
Yes,
know.
the both on fanfiction.net and on Archive of Our Own, which are the two major hosting sites for
Yeah.
fanfictions. There's nothing on Time and Eternity, and mind you, they
What
they
about
will
Wattpad?
Sorry,
What about Wattpad? Or whatever
actually,
it's
haven't
called?
checked there.
I don't
Although,
know.
to be fair, if he hasn't done
Never
something on
checked,
fanfiction
why
and
not?
if he hasn't checked on,
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The game that even the porn internet makers forgot.
let me put it like this though. I mean, if you don't find a fanfiction something on either fanfiction.net or Archive of Our Own, chances are you aren't gonna find it on Wattpad. Like, dang.
No, it doesn't seem to. There doesn't seem to actually be anything.
Wow.
Seriously.
Talk
There
about a
is
fate.
nothing.
Talk about a
this is-
fate worse than death.
This game is literally doomed to fade from existence and be forgotten.
Like, damn. Very frustrating.
Yeah.
Literally nobody gives a shit about this game. Nobody.
You know,
Not
it's
even the video games board on 4chan apparently. Maybe I should steer things
not
up.
even 4chan.
Wait, not even 4chan.
Mind you,
Wow.
well, okay, mind you. In a sense, keep in mind that boards like /V or /VG have countless threads that are refreshed every single day. So probably someone has talked about this at some point anyway. What I mean is that both
Not
same boards.
nowadays.
No. Both same boards regularly have their draw threads where people can request potentially, things and artists that are passing there who needs to hone down their skills or boost their popularity will, will accept occasionally and do them, which gives some popularity. I actually managed to get a couple of fan art based on Doctoral Track from them as a result. Maybe I should do the same thing for this game.
Goodness gracious. Like, you know what? It's weird because there is a YouTube community for this game. I've seen my fair share of playthroughs here and there, so man, what happened? Like, this is a game practically asking for fan art. here and there.
I think that the exclusivity deal helped because, mind you, it goes back to what I said at the start of this conversation to Pedro. Releasing this game on
So,
Steam
hold
will
on, Theo.
probably do only
I'm
good.
right on top of the exclamation mark game. Where do you want me to go to specifically on the map? I was literally right on the exact spot.
You were just half an inch off, so
Probably. Maybe it wants
it
you
matters somehow. I don't know.
Maybe they want you to dig under with the secret digging mechanics.
Okay, where exactly do you want me to stand?
There
This
you
exact
are.
spot, it seems. I was literally right on top of it, according to the map. Ugh. This game can't even
Buddy,
do
watch
map
out.
navigation well.
Please, stay back. If I can't do this, I'll never be able to save the wedding. But
Maybe you should turn to him while you're talking to him.
Oh, there we go.
for my best friend.
Weddy, the golem is there. Yeah, thank you.
Oh my god, she actually can turn. Oh,
Well, she didn't turn. She switched from her front sprite to the back sprite. But yeah, I get what you.
Pedro, it's a rare medical condition that afflicts the people of this kingdom.
That's why I became a wedding planner.
I never saw it.
That's
that way.
because you're a moron, Drake, or Zach, or whatever.
She keeps tripping over herself before she can even get close to the golem.
I took this job to arrange the wedding of someone I care for. That's why I'm doing all this. Someone you care for. So that's why.
Weddy!
She did it! I think.
Yay.
That was actually
Don't jinx
pretty
it.
easy.
Mr. Golem, will you be my friend?
No.
I mean, you plucked his flower, so I guess he has no
But
choice.
from now on, I'm gonna
He's
call
over
you
there, Weddy.
Lemmy.
To
Will you
the
come
left,
rushing to my
maybe.
side
Use
anytime
short.
I need your help?
Weddy.
Pedro,
Oh, Lottie.
don't you see?
Thank
We
you.
live in a world where people have a hard time turning their neck to the
This is
left.
such a huge help.
I guess.
Now I can
Yet
do the
they
wedding
have no
my
promise
way.
bending their wrists like previously.
They
Yeah.
have very
Yeah,
stiff
thanks.
necks.
I'm
And
really
very
impressed
flexible
you were able to
wrists.
tame a
Good to know.
live golem.
What an interesting race of people we have
As long
found.
as I can stay strong, the wedding will be okay. I hope.
It
She's
definitely
to the
will.
right, Weddy.
You have so much courage.
Weddy, what are you looking at, Weddy?
The
Please
golem?
go where we can follow. But the golem disappeared now.
That makes me feel a
Maybe it
lot less
reappeared off screen. You just need to use your
Everything
imagination.
we can to stop the attack.
Also, why do the trees have faces? Like,
Because
Because
it's
it's a
horror
spoon
forest.
ugh.
Of our journey.
Well, wasn't that a great fulfilling journey, Shiroi?
Yes.
Let's go
by
home
that she
for
means no.
tea.
I mean, it's one of the less painful ones.
Come
Well,
on,
again,
guys.
well,
Come on,
well,
guys.
that-
Let's
well,
go home.
to-
Come on, guys. Let's go home and reflect on this over some tea.
Yeah, well, like Jova said, that was the highlight of the game.
I mean,
So, we
okay.
enjoyed it.
It's like Pedro said during our original playthrough. Weddy is one of the few characters who actually does have a character arc in this godforsaken game.
It's the bare minimum, like Theo said with Pippin, but I guess
So
it's
she's
something.
kind of like a Cole in Gears of War.
I mean, they were
basically.
trying to give Regio something of a character arc. The problem is it doesn't work at all because she doesn't actually grow from the experience in any way, shape, or form.
There's a good
Rejo's
idea.
character arc
There's a
is-
good idea, but a bad execution.
I'm gonna
And
agree.
Edda,
Oh,
like
and
Edda is might as well be non-existent.
Well,
don't-
yeah. So, supposedly her arc is that she has a crush on Ricardo, but then nope. So
Right.
that's her arc, I guess.
don't get me wrong, Rejo may be the character I hate the most, but Enda is the character that annoys me with her supposed character arc going on. Ooh, I want Ricardo, Oh, no, turns out I don't. I'm a cock tease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could come off as rather rude.
Like,
I'm so glad you're
Jeez.
safe, Weddy. I'm really sorry I made you worry. But it's so amazing you made friends with a golem!
Oh, don't point. That's very rude.
I don't think she was pointing. I think she was
Anybody
just
home?
waving her spoon lips. That's the thing.
Mona, is that you?
Still counts as pointing.
oh boy,
what was
Makamona, what are you doing here?
What was she hoping would happen? She'd cast Wingardium Leviosa or something.
I love how the game had to fade to black to load Makimona's sprite of sitting down. Like,
Also, that's great spot. You're very rude.
it's just a sprite. Do you really need to pause the game to load
Well, I mean-
a sprite?
Well, Draco's never really sitting there.
Again?
That too. Yeah, he's always flying.
Okay.
That's where
Um,
Zach's
Guess I can do
at.
that. There.
Yeah, but Zach isn't here right
Oh,
now.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, I guess. But yeah, again, they had to load a 2D sprite. It's like how I get that it's a PS3 game, so obviously the load times are a bit slower because the early gen Blu-ray drive. But still, it's just a sprite, man.
Yeah, remember? They have their reasons. Just give up. Quick and easy. So, what
Makimona, why do you care exactly?
I mean, okay, Makamona, yeah, she wants a summoning board because she wants a bout of happiness. Again,
I get that, but why does she
Why not?
care so much about the reasons that they're doing
Really
this
sorry,
exactly?
Makimona.
I get
Admittedly,
that she
it-
wants them for herself. I get that.
admittedly, it is her job to.
She is the guardian, so
Yeah.
I guess she needs to quote unquote fulfill her duty. But she's dragging this to the point of obsession.
I think like she should have just given the ultimatum. Okay, I'm the guardian. If you don't tell me what you need it for, then too bad. I can't open the gate. Like, you know, I could get
I
her
wish
wanting
I
to know
was
from.
watching Under the Source instead.
Yeah.
Wow, so you actually prefer Highlander the Source? What's considered
It's more.
the...
I argue that it's more entertaining in its badness.
See? You really shouldn't be
I mean, gotta be honest, I'm having a bit more fun compared to the last time we did this, but still not much, unfortunately.
Honestly, Tio, in terms of entertaining bad Highlander movies, I'd rather watch the second one.
Really? Well, I guess that one does have Sean Connery and Dr.
And
Cox.
I guess you're more attached to Micro Iron side instead of
Yeah.
the bad guy. Yeah, there's that.
And you seem to love the planet Zeist.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things that's so mind-numbingly stupid. It's also kind of hilarious as to how they thought that anyone would buy into that. I know there was the production troubles and apparently with the
Whoa,
insurance
hold
company
on
taking
now.
over.
Again with the delivery dissonance.
do?
Again,
Again,
Director.
Julianne Taylor is not a bad voice actress.
No,
Wait, wait,
don't
wait.
worry, Taylor.
Oh,
Nobody's
right,
blaming
that's-
the voice actors.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
worry,
that's
Taylor.
right. That's Julianne Taylor.
Yeah. Mr. Director,
Do?
here's what you
382.
do. Your character is acting sad, so you're supposed to sound sad here. You see?
I'm
It's
amazed
okay.
you even met
It's like the
somebody
bare
you have a
minimum,
crush
but at
on.
least it's a basic sense of direction.
Oh,
Wow.
Can't you,
So
can't you at least muster that, Mr. Director?
so Makamona has had 382 crushes, all of which are unrequited love.
Yeah, that is very hard to believe.
Same.
Like I said, I mean, you're telling me that a woman that talented and that attractive has had 382 crushes and hasn't gone anywhere with any of them?
was really
Like,
Maybe there's some kind of unappealing thing about it that we're not told. I don't know.
Maybe she's picky. I don't know.
She has
care about
king to
No,
be
remember,
all
Shirai, it was all unrequited love, though. It was
Yeah.
her. She wanted to. It's just that all of the others didn't. That's the problem.
all 382 of them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy that shit. Like, there's no way. There's no.
Okay, I don't care. Like, there's no way
Maybe
that.
she murders them.
Oh,
You know,
damn,
that would be. You know, that would be an
Considering she
interesting
governs
twist.
a town of ghosts,
So
that's,
she's a-
that's not even too far-fetched.
So she's a purple widow.
You know, that would be an interesting twist.
All right. Let's see what.
I'm guessing we're never getting an answer though.
No,
Of course,
well,
of
that-
course
Oh,
not,
okay.
Sheila. That would
Then
require
I
us
stick
to
with
do,
my theory.
that would require us to do some work. We can't have that.
Okay, at least with Olivia and Sun and Moon, you could argue maybe she just is too busy with her job as one of the tribal leaders, or now that she's one of the Elite Four, maybe she's too busy with that. Even though you can date her.
You really think so?
Yes, Weddy, we do.
Jeff, I remember there ever being a date sim in Pokemon.
Wait, you didn't know? You can actually date some of the trainers in the post game of Sun and Moon.
You know, Rachel, if you're
But nothing ever
wait, you've always been.
Really, she's a
Well, in that
good
case, you're a pretty shitty friend then, because I haven't seen you try to console her just now when she was here.
Wait, Rachel was friends with Makamona?
She just said, like, they've known each other for a long time, and she always tried to support
Remember,
her.
in the previous cycle, she even brought her their cakes, their Carlos
Yeah.
cakes.
I'm the last of the
She just said right
Sunflower.
now, that's exactly the problem. Again, all the more reason to rate Rachel. So Rachel's a shitty friend even, with Makimon, not just Toki and Toa.
But guys, don't you see she totally wanted to be friends with Toki and Tawa? Makes me wonder about Makamona's background now, actually.
Alright, is this a... Yeah, there you go.
Honestly-
Another time world ability to learn.
Oh, wow, and it's Enda giving us this now.
Well, it's all three of them, Jova. Like, first Rachel, then Weddy, then Enda. All three of them give you free time powers for the
Okay,
time.
I get how Weddy and Rajo could get them, but how does Enda come across one
No,
of
no, no, no,
these?
no, no. They're all given to them by Toki's grandma.
Suggestion.
Yeah,
The friends give her like a suggestion.
Because apparently Toki's grandma doesn't want to bother delivering this herself to her own granddaughter, so...
Translation, we can't load our model inside the tea time room. I mean, have you seen the loading screen for Makimona? Imagine that for the grandma.
Jesus.
Alright, speaking of load times... There you
Also,
go.
Jova, I'm not expecting this game to be, of all things, to be deep in the lore. Like,
Oh my god, guys!
We're in the
This
time
time-
world.
This time the time world is a rehashed use of another environment with a dark filter in it. It's a different, but it's still rehashed though. It's again
the church.
the church court
Fun
yard
fact, it actually looks like this during the cutscene we have one in the real world for no goddamn reason.
thing. I find it interesting how the time world is literally just Kamsa but empty with no people in it.
So,
purple
oh wait,
filter.
wait, don't you get it, Pedro? It's like Roxas's digital Twilight Town.
No. It's more like a neon version of Silent Hill.
Except Stefan Jova, Roxas's digital Twilight Town has people in it.
Well,
Yeah,
except,
it
well,
actually
okay,
has,
to be fair, except
It's
when
more
it was,
like it's more like, I guess, Castle Oblivion's
oh wait,
Twilight Town.
To be fair, guys, there was when it was breaking down, though. Like, well, near the end of Roxas's part in Kingdom Hearts 2, it's pretty much empty except for you and the Dusks.
Well, Tail, I would argue that with Castle Oblivion, considering it's an Organization 13 stronghold, it makes more sense for it to be empty, to be honest, outside of them.
He's talking about Twilight Town within Castle Oblivion.
Yeah.
Oh, Twilight Town within... Well, again, it was a memory thing made by Namine, so I would argue it's not that...
The point being is like, well, technically near the end of Roxas' section in Kingdom Hearts 2, there's a part where Twilight Town becomes completely abandoned.
Sure. In the meantime, let's just get this...
Where did the music go?
There's no music in the Time World, too.
I forgot.
There we go.
There doesn't seem to be any sound effects either. Oh, there we go.
Alright, so Time Freeze. It does exactly what the name implies.
Stay cool, golden boy.
Nice.
Well,
That was a downright murder.
Well,
God, I love how
that was
fucking
the-
broken this spell is.
Damn, that Infinity Golem was pathetic.
Let's keep it going.
Let me guess. It wasn't that hard when we figured out
we
the
did
core
it!
concept of the spell. Yeah, exactly.
Also, the lightning, Jesus Christ.
I think I
Drake
got the
was
hang
so
of it.
moving.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Joe, but they always say the exact same thing, the exact same lines after they finish one of these. It's always
Also,
the same
yeah,
shit.
Now you got me now you got me imagining Time and Eternity directed by J.J. Abrams.
She is?
Why do you say that?
She asked out 308.
How many of those guys accepted it?
You know, Enda, your tendency to find a guy
Like
and latch
381?
onto him is so different
Yeah,
from
and I so thirsty, Jesus.
Yeah.
You did fall for Ricardo in
Just one guy was like, no thank you, I'm just gonna run the fuck away from this. I'm not having anything to do with you.
And
What? Enda!
What?
What's all this then?
Enda?
no, don't do this.
Remind you, Drake is the dragon. Like,
Oh, that, sure.
Yeah.
Just want me for my dragon body.
how
I'm
could
not even gonna
you?
comment on that because that's horrifying. Moving
Yeah,
on.
Isn't that-
let's move on,
isn't that-
please.
Need the last of the
Isn't that
something for.
bestiality?
Once we have them all, we
Yes,
should
Strips.
be able to break
Let's add that to the
Mobius
mix, why
Riddle's
not?
ducky.
I'll just say what
Yeah.
Ricardo said.
This
Huh,
entire
so you're
journey
into
has been a real
that.
challenge. But it's been a great learning experience for
And
me.
suddenly Ricardo
No matter
realized he
what
dodged
obstacles
not
we
one
run
but
into
2
in the
bullets.
future, I know we'll find a way to get past them.
I totally agree.
Hey!
I see we're going back to your stick, Rachel.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and I mean, as we've seen throughout this game,
How
there are
dare
very-
you.
Thanks for
They're all
reminding
very-
me why I hate you,
I
Rachel.
starting to realize why we hate Radio Dwips.
No, what I was gonna say was,
I made lunch.
as we've obviously been seeing throughout this playthrough, there are very few times where the animations match what the characters are saying.
Yeah.
Like, I would be surprised if at some point the apocalypse comes down and they'll be in their victory animation.
Like, you know, just for reference, like, Ace Attorney was a game made by, like, what,
Let me
six
say so.
staff members?
Just need one more.
And
And once we have
those
them all,
those sprite
we should
animations
be
had a
able to
more
break the
range
Mobius
than
Riddle's
these
ducky.
do.
Right.
And they were on the
Listen,
Game Boy Advance.
This is
Yeah.
just a thought I had.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I guess some of the keys that sometimes less is more. Maybe we should have done the kind of the same thing.
Especially
Hold on.
since I
Maybe.
spent so long hiding
And that was
inside
back in
Tokyo.
2000.
Oh my! Inside Tokyo.
Mean that?
Yeah, we've done that shit.
Hey!
So yeah, it's
Please
basically the same
refrain
thing,
from
but it
any
boils down to the
involved
difference
public
with
displays of affection.
so it's like, oh, I'm so glad I got the time to spend with you because I've been so much time inside Tokyo. Oh.
We can't
Eh.
we can't do any public displays of affection because we
Even,
don't have the
even though
animation.
that doesn't make a lick of sense. Like,
we,
Alright
don't,
then.
we don't have the animation budget for that.
oh yeah, there's that. True, I guess. Yeah. All right. See you for the next part, everybody.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.